Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's C.J. Atemo one more time. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom Moments on K24 with me, C.J. Atemo. Have you been watching? Well, if you haven't, every day, Monday to Friday, every weekday rather, Monday to Friday at 9:55 a.m., we come right here on K24 bringing you wisdom for life. Just nuggets that are going to help you make better decisions, become a better person, grow yourself, and attain goals in your personal development and growth. Well, and some of the things we talk about would also help you as an organization, a team. So in case you'd like to hear more, get to know more, or interact more, you want to draw more from what I do, you can get in touch with me, cjatsol@gmail.com. That's on email. But you could also follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and even on YouTube, everywhere. It's CJ Atemo. Remember to subscribe to my channel, CJ Atemo on YouTube, and set notifications so that you would get to know when the videos are uploaded, including this particular one will be uploaded right there, and all the other ones that you have missed as well will be uploaded already. Not will be, but they are uploaded already, so you can get to follow what we've been doing here on Wisdom Moments and K24 with me, CJ Atemo the Sage. Well, so set notifications, watch, like, subscribe, post a comment there, and kindly share with your friends, fraternity, family, and your community as well. I started talking about breaking bad habits now, and I say that, you see, habits are not who we are. Habits are things that we have learned, we have picked, and the things that we do. So anytime people will hear about them having bad habits, they go on the defensive. So we're talking about the ABCDs of breaking bad habits. Yesterday I talked about accepting that there is an issue. You have to accept that there's a problem. Now, if you don't accept that there's a problem, you will never solve that problem. You will never solve a problem you deny exists. And most of us go into that space for various reasons. See, for some people, we're very defensive because we think that when something is pointed out that we need to change, it means that we are less than other people, or we are bad, or we're not good enough. And if you have always had people tell you how lower you are, or how less intelligent you are, or how less beautiful you are, or you are not man enough, if you've always been talked down at, the chances of you always being defensive are very high because you just feel that everybody is attacking you. Now, there's no way you're going to solve a problem that you deny the existence of. So, point number one, A is accept that there is an issue. Today, I go into point number two, which is a B, break the shame over it. Break the shame over it. Do you know how many people will not seek help just because they feel that whatever they are dealing with is shameful? Just because they feel that people have esteemed them in a certain way, people don't know them in a certain way, so they will keep certain things as what they would call their dark secrets. And because they're afraid of rejection, that if they come out and talk about things that they're dealing with, especially when these are private habits, they will be afraid that people will just, cut them off. We talk about cancel culture. People don't want to know certain stuff about you. If they get to know some things about you, then they just don't want to deal with you anymore. You lose friends, you lose family, you lose community, you lose sometimes even business. So this is making some people have to hide things that they actually acknowledge that are habits they need to break. There are people who are not in the denial stage, but they just feel that they cannot seek help or talk about whatever they have because if they do that, the stakes are too high. So they just keep on hiding those kind of things. That's why they will privately try to seek help. Now, you see, the shame is what keeps you in the cage. The shame is what keeps you in the cage. As long as you feel that it is an embarrassing thing, you will never seek help. And the more you don't seek help, the more you empower the thing you're struggling with. The day you break the shame of it, you will have broken the cage that keeps you in that habit. Because it cannot be used against you anymore. You're not afraid for it to be known that you're a struggling alcoholic, or you're struggling with certain, certain things that, because it's morning TV, so I'm struggling with what I need to say, but you're struggling with certain things that you feel are very embarrassing and very shameful, in how you behave with your body, in how you are attracted to other people, who you get attracted to. And so sometimes you just begin to feel that you can't talk about this because everybody will be against you. Or how can people reconcile the fact that you are this person who is doing so well in the corporate, and then you have this seemingly very ugly and dark side? So you keep hiding that thing, and the more you hide it, the more you're empowered to keep going through it and over and over and over. Now, there are people who are dressed up so well in the boardrooms in very fine suits, and they've dressed up in very fine dresses, who were traumatized as kids, who have gone through abuse, they have gone through all kinds of things, and so they still have certain things that they are dealing with. I talked about that as coping mechanisms. They have learned how to conquer the world in terms of the corporate, but then they still have these things that they deal with just because they have been in certain spaces emotionally. And sometimes they don't know how to come out and say, look, I may be the CEO of this company, but then this is what I do just to help me sleep at night, or just to help me cope. They cannot talk about that because people will quickly cancel them out. Now, you've got to break the shame. And some of the people who have been successful at doing this have actually owned their story. Now, I'm not saying that you go to everybody and talk to them, because not everybody can handle some things that you will talk about. But you have to find somebody and share that with them. The moment you do that, you begin having victory over the situation, over that thing. You break its power over you. It's like having a tormentor and having somebody who has, just held you hostage. And you begin to confront that person. Now, you may not be out of the person's authority yet, you may not be out of their room, but the moment you break the fear that you have over them, then they also begin to lose ground on you. The moment you can address them and talk to them and not get intimidated and reason with them and talk about it, then you begin also to take ground back. That's what happens when you decide to break the shame over what you are doing. You'll be surprised that there are a lot of people also who are struggling with what you're struggling with. You'll be surprised that there are a lot of people who are dealing with that. We all know how to just put ourselves together. We give you the best of all of us. We bring the best to you. We will make sure that our pictures are looking good. We will make sure that our videos are looking good. We will dress up for the part, because nobody loves to show their weakness, and nobody wants people to see their deficiencies and dysfunctions. But everybody somewhere is dealing with something. So if you can find a way and just get a way to break that shame by talking about it, by letting somebody know, look, I am a serious alcoholic. I'm dealing with these issues, masturbation. I'm dealing with this. I am attracted to people of the same sex and I don't want to do it. Or I just keep on gambling, or, I smoke this kind of stuff, and I use my money badly. I have all this kind of stuff that are going on in my life, and I want to break out of it. If you can find somebody to talk about that, it will be very helpful to you. And there are counselors and therapists and all people, coaches, who would be very glad to help you. And one of them is talking to you right over now. So get in touch with me, cjatsol@gmail.com, and let's see whether you can get out of it by, first of all, breaking the shame over it. Well, this has been all the time that we've had right here on Wisdom Moments on K24 with me, CJ Atemo. Till tomorrow, same time. Keep it right here.